Hello guys, and welcome to a new episode of the football show. As today we're going to talk about yesterday's Premier League games and also the AFCON as well. So let's get started. Let's start with yesterday's Premier League games. First, Nottingham Forest against Manchester City. Manchester City win thanks to a winning goal from Ryan Cherky. What a finish! What a finish! I mean, in the first half, Nottingham Forest, I thought they started the game quite well. And I think they were, giving City some problems, some headaches, not giving much spaces to them. They were defending really well, and were not giving much spaces. City, they were closing them down, and it was difficult. City had no possession in the second half and the first half, but they found it difficult to break down Nottingham Forest's low block. But it didn't feel like watching this game that Nottingham Forest were parking the bus, even though kind of defensively being very strong. I felt like at times they tried to attack, they tried to put pressure on City, and they were doing quite well in the first half. But then the second half, there was a moment in the game where I felt like Ruben Dias should have been sent off. He was in a yellow. I think he should have been sent off, and you can clearly see. And then, ironically, a minute later, City score after what happened, where Dias should have been sent off. Reinders with the goal, great finish, assist from Ryan Cherky. And then you think, okay, City are going to go on and win the game. Nottingham Forest are going to have to attack more and more. So that means defensively they could be more shaky because there will be more spaces open. And City had chances where they could have made it 2-0. But credit to Nottingham Forest, they managed to come back and they managed to never give up. Score the goal from Omari Hutchison, 1-1. And you think like, okay, now City are going to have to, despite leading the game, they got the lead. They're going to have to again score another goal to make sure they win the game, because Nottingham Forest just responded really well. And then City, I felt like they were better in the second half. In the first half, they had possession, but I don't think they created many big chances. But second half they created many big chances, and then they scored the second goal. Ryan Cherky, he made that assist for the first goal and the second goal. What a brilliant finish, amazing goal. And again, he proves again why he's been an amazing signing for Manchester City. Ryan Cherky, in my opinion, he's been alongside Granit Xhaka for Sunderland. He's been the best signing in the Premier League this season, in terms of contribution, in terms of goals, in terms of everything, in terms of contribution and how well he's helped the team since signing for the club. So, yeah, another great performance from Cherky, and again another performance that deserves credit. And also he once again wins Manchester City the match. So well done and congratulations to City for the win. I felt like they were a bit lucky though with the non-red card of Ruben Dias. Felt like they should have been sent off, but clearly the referees and the VAR like to sleep at times. So yeah, but City get the win, and it was not easy place to go to, not easy game to win. Nottingham Forest under Shondage have been back to a new team where they're defensively really strong, and going forward they can attack and they can score goals and cause problems for the other teams. So yeah, so for the fact that City went then won. It's not easy, especially because Nottingham Forest away from home is a difficult place to go to. But very important win for City, especially for their title race with Arsenal, and potentially Aston Villa. Fulham beat West Ham 1-0. Brentford beat Bournemouth 4-1. I mean, both have been a difficult run of form recently. I don't know what's happened to them in the last couple of months. Liverpool beat Wolves 2-1. 2 goals from Gravenberch and Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz finally got in the score sheet as a Liverpool player. He did score before, but that counted as an own goal. But finally he scored. He finally gets on the score sheet for Liverpool. I think that was Sunderland, I think. But now he scores his official first goal for Liverpool. And he made it 2-0. It was a brilliant finish from him. And Liverpool, they were winning 2-0, and I think like, okay, should be a comfortable win for Liverpool against a side who are bottom of the league. But somehow, as soon as they conceded that goal from Santiago Bueno, they got nervous and will start, grow into the game, and they were better in the second half, and they could have equalised as well. Liverpool looked shaky in the second half, and yeah, it wasn't a great Liverpool performance, but they managed to win. Um, and I don't know why, because Liverpool won. They're home to Wolves. You think like, okay, they should go on and they were winning 2-0, and you think like, okay, they should go on and win more. Now they should score 3, 4, 5, but you could clearly see there's some lack of confidence, and there's still a bit of nervousness about this Liverpool team. That even if you win a couple of games, even though you might look good in the scoreline might look good 2-0, there's still deficiencies are still there for Liverpool. So yeah, they've won like 4 or 5 games in a row in all competitions, but it's not like Liverpool are back, because there's still some problems there. I still think defensively they still look shaky, and going forward they can improve as well. Yes, they've looked good going forward. They've got players who are very good, like Ep43, Verts, who's now starting to show a bit of form, but still, like they've got injury problems as well. Let's not forget Isaac is injured, Salah is out for AFCON, so yeah. It's not like Liverpool are suddenly back just because they've won a couple of games, because there's some of the problems they had at the start of the season are still there. So yeah. Arsenal beat Brighton 2-1, thanks to a goal from Martin Odegaard, another own goal that Arsenal managed to score. I mean, in the last 4 games, except Everton when they scored the winning goal from the penalty, all of them have come from own goals. They've become from a set piece team to an own goal team, own goal FC now. But anyway, I'm joking, obviously. But yeah, I mean, Arsenal they started well in the first half. They were doing well in the first half, with a goal from Odegaard, brilliant finish from him, and then Smith got that second goal 2-0, brilliant cross from Declan Rice, but led to own goal from Jorginho Rutter. But despite that, Brighton actually managed to respond and give a bit of a fight back, as they managed to score from Diego Gomez 2-1, and they actually managed to ask some questions towards the end to Arsenal. But I think Arsenal, for most of the game, they were the better team, and they're in control. Especially they had the best chances, and they should have killed the game off, in my opinion. I mean, how many times we say this about Arsenal, that they create chances, they have so many chances, but they should have killed the game off. They still won the game, but I think they should have made their life easier in this game. Could have made their life easier, because they had so many great chances where they should have scored more, and they couldn't. However, David Raya towards the end made an amazing save, which could be a very, very crucial save for Arsenal towards the end of the season. It could win the league title. It saves them 2 points, so a fantastic save from David Raya towards the end. But yeah, Arsenal, despite they should have killed the game off, they managed to win 2-1. Declan Rice, I mean, once again another great performance from him. He played at right back, because I believe Timber was injured, so Declan Rice had to play at right back, and I thought he was amazing in that position. I mean, whenever I've watched Rice this season, and maybe except the game against Aston Villa or Sunderland, one of them, his performance has been always spot on. It's been absolutely amazing. He's been, for sure, if you ask me who's been one of the best players in the Premier League this season, I have to say it's Declan Rice. With the level of his performance, his commitment, and how key he's been to Arsenal's, not success, because obviously still far away, but to Arsenal's where they are at the top of the league this season. One of them reasons is because of Declan Rice. So yeah. But yeah, well done to Arsenal. They go back to the top of the league, despite Man City beat Nottingham Forest. Arsenal go back top after they beat Brighton. Burnley drew 0-0 with Everton. Aston Villa win again, another win. That's 11 wins in a row for Unai Emery's side, as they beat Chelsea 2-1 away from home. In the first half, Chelsea were absolutely destroying Aston Villa in the first half. I mean, Aston Villa, they were clearly struggling in the first half. I mean, Chelsea were dominating the game in the first half, and they should have scored more. Again, that's Chelsea's problem, that they should have killed the game off. They're winning 1-0, but they should have scored more. they got that goal from João Pedro, which was a kind of a strange goal. It came from a corner, but if you look at the cross, Reece James, the cross came over, and then it looked like there was a handball, or at least something wrong, or there was an on goal. But the ball didn't touch until went towards João Pedro, and then went towards the goal. It was kind of a strange goal, but Chelsea get the goal in the 37th minute. They get the lead 1-0, and Chelsea were looking really good in the first half. They should have scored more. That's the problem. Whereas Aston Villa, they were nowhere near the level of performance as they showed in the whole season, where they were been absolutely fantastic. They struggled in the first half, but then second half, whenever Unai Emery said, it clearly worked, and he made some substitutions, which clearly worked. Watkins came in, Sancho came in, Amadou Onana came in, and those three players made a good difference. Onana, when he came on, he was very good. Even Sancho, when he came in, I thought he did quite well. Ollie Watkins, obviously, with the 2 goals he scored, the first goal and the second goal, which was a great header. Some of the defending from Chelsea can improve in that set piece, but that was a great header, a great cross though, but also a great header from for Ollie Watkins, and especially Ollie Watkins this season, he's not been at his best. Let's say, form for Aston Villa, but in this game he clearly stepped up big time for Aston Villa, and scoring 2 goals, and credit to Aston Villa, because in the first half they were really struggling, but in the second half they showed a great comeback and a great determination, and that's what champions do. You win. Whenever you have difficulties against you, you manage to come back and you manage to respond, and that's what Aston Villa did. So you have to give them a lot of credit for that. So yeah, great comeback, and that's 11 wins in a row right now. I mean, that's a title-winning form for Aston Villa. So yeah, and what's also impressed me about Aston Villa is that whenever they're up against the wall, and there are games they might not play well, still can find a way to win. Like against United, they were not that good, but Morgan Rogers can take the responsibility and step up for Aston Villa. He did. Similar case as well in this game. Ollie Watkins he came on and he's like, okay, I'm gonna help Aston Villa to get out of this problem here, out of this trouble, and he did that. So the ability that Aston Villa have to still come back and still find a way to win, even though when things are not going against you. You have to really praise them for that. So well done to Aston Villa, well done to Unai Emery, because he clearly gave them a slap in the face in that halftime team talk, because in the first half Aston Villa, they were not there, to be honest with you, but the second half they clearly improved and they were fantastic. So well done to Aston Villa, and well done to Unai Emery, another win. Are they in the title race? I mean, clearly they are the real deal right now, Aston Villa. Are they in the title race? I'm still not going to say yes, but if they manage to avoid a defeat against Arsenal on midweek at the Emirates, then I would put them in the title race. But for now, no, I would say no. And what also could be going to be a big mess for Aston Villa, though, even though they won this game, is that Kamara and Matty Cash are going to miss the next game against Arsenal. So Kamara, I think they could deal with, but I think Matty Cash, that could be, I think that's going to be a big miss for them. So let's see how Unai Emery and Aston Villa deals with it, though, which I'm pretty sure they can do it, because Unai Emery he's a fantastic coach. But for Chelsea, I mean, that's not good enough. I mean, that's another loss. First half they were looking really good, and they were fantastic. I think that they were tearing Aston Villa apart in that first half, and then the second half, like, it seemed like Maresca didn't have the solutions for Emery's changes and Aston Villa's tactical approach in the second half. It seemed like that Maresca didn't have any answers. So is it down to coaching? Was it down to coaching in the second half? There is some part of it, yes, but also it was down to the players, because clearly the mentality of the players of Chelsea. I mean, it looked like they were. It looked like they forgot. It seemed like they were sleeping in the second half. They got complacent, and the attack, they were not good as they were in the first half, and especially in terms of create chances. And this is the problem that Chelsea have, is that. So I'm gonna end the video right now because the time is running out.